Okay, so how is everyone buying a house right now? Because I just got off maybe one of the most humbling phone calls of my life, and I got quoted a 6.5% mortgage rate. Mind you, I do have an 808 credit score. I have zero debt. I'm also a registered nurse, so I mean, in the state of Florida, which I work in, it's not great income, let's be real. But yeah, I'm also single, so one income. How am I supposed to buy a house with a mortgage rate that high? One mortgage payment would be more than one of my paychecks. So yeah, that's very depressing. What is everyone doing?
My first question is, what is the price range that you're looking at for houses?
All right. I'm glad you said that because Kim just did a video where she compared a 3.5% interest rate to a 6.875% interest rate.
Okay.
And the difference on principal and interest alone, not including any other escrow, HOA, homeowners insurance, property taxes, whatever. The difference on that was like almost $900 a month.
That is pretty significant. But what was the price house that she looked at?
$460 with 10% down.
Okay. I mean, if people are trying to buy outside of their means, of course they're going to have a problem. It wouldn't matter if the interest rate is 3%, 6%, 9%. If you're looking at a house that's too expensive for you, there's where your problem's going to come in. And we know that there are houses out there in the ones, the twos, the threes, the fours, the multi-millions. If you can't afford a 6% interest rate on a $400,000 home, then go look at a $200,000 home. They're starter homes. I mean, if you really want a house, you're going to do what you need to do to get a house.
She provided a lot of information, but she excluded a lot of information.
I was about to say, it doesn't matter what your credit score is. I mean, if you have no debt, that's great. But do you have any credit cards? Because debt to income ratio is also a good thing to have. But the main thing she didn't specify, though, is how much she's trying to spend on a house. I think that is extremely important.
Well, she complains about being an RN in Florida. She complains about her interest rate. She complains about it being more than one of her paychecks, but she doesn't say if she gets 4 a month, 2 a month. But the question was, I guess, what was the question?
How are you doing this?
Would be more than one of my paychecks. So yeah, that's very depressing. What is everyone doing?
Having more than one paycheck, maybe.
What is everyone doing? Okay, she also said she's single, right?
Yeah.
So perhaps maybe what everyone's doing is they're not single. Maybe they have a dual income,
Yeah.
Dual
Which
income,
also,
no kid. Was that what it is? Dink?
Oh, sure. I think. But it still sucks to say that, well, if you want to buy a house, don't be single. You know what I mean? Like, that does kind of suck.
No,
but
I'm not saying
no. I know that. But listen, back in the day, it used to be that homeowners were families. Like you lived with your parents, then you found the person you were going to marry, you got married, you bought a house. And I don't know that it was definitely two incomes, but it was people helping out in the home and stuff like that. And I think that might have had something to do with it like back then. But now, in order to get a house as a single person, you just have to have realistic standards. But social media has given very unrealistic standards to people.
Well, let's look at it from a financial perspective here.
Okay.
House or any other place you're going to live, right? It's all the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because if the mortgage payment is X, but you could live in it as a renter, the mortgage payment is going to be more than X.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But guess what? All you got to do is the first last month and the application fee versus down payment and everything else that comes along with owning a home.
Yeah.
So how are people getting apartments?
They don't have to put the percentage down, which I think makes a difference.
She didn't complain about that.
No, she only complained about the interest rates.
She only complained about it being more than one of her paychecks.
And we still don't know how many paychecks she gets a month.
They have roommates.
A lot
I'm
of
not
people
saying
do.
the only way to do it is you can't be single, but what I'm saying is why is a house any different than an apartment or wherever where you get a roommate? to help offset the costs.
Yeah.
You buy a house, you rent out a room, you Airbnb over the garage or whatever it is. It's like, what are people doing? How are you doing it? I mean,
those
pretty much like everything else. They're getting very creative on how they're doing this.
Yeah, those are definitely answers on how to do it. But if she's trying to only do it by herself, then she needs to lower standards, which, sucks to say lower standards. But I mean, if I want to have a $5 million home, I don't expect myself to be able to just go out and buy it on a single paycheck as an RN somewhere.
Standards?
I don't know. That's just the word I was using.
Price.
Yeah.
Budget.
Well, generally speaking, your standards and your price kind of go hand in hand. If you're expecting brand new build with all this top stuff, you're looking at a more expensive cost than if you're okay with something built in the 80s, the 70s, the 60s that might need a little work in the not gated community.
I'm gonna say price and budget. I'm not gonna say standards.
I feel like with her, the word is standards. Honestly,
if you go down the street, a few miles, and you go into a neighborhood, a community, it's a country club. No one in there is lowering their standards. Okay, they're lowering their budget.
Yeah,
because even the cheapest house in there is a dream come true to most people. But it's less expensive than the most expensive house in there.
Yeah.
And I don't think getting the cheapest house in the nicest neighborhood would be a lower standard. I think it's a lower price and a lower budget. That's how people are doing it.
Yeah.
If you're approved for this much and you don't have your phone.
No, it's over there. No, it's in my pocket. Sorry.
Pull up Grok for me. Ask Grok. I just want to make sure I get the right number. What is the typical suggestion for a mortgage payment compared to monthly income?
I think 30%, right?
I was going to give it 40.
I think it's 30%.
I was going to give it 40.
28 to 33% of your gross monthly income.
Okay. So if 28 to 33, I mean, if she gets paid every week, okay, ask Grok, how often do RNs get paid? What's the interval on pay periods for RNs?
Jeez, if I could figure out how to type.
2? How often 2?
Registered nurses in Florida are typically paid on a bi-weekly or semi-monthly basis, so every 2 weeks.
All right. So if the payment's more than one of her checks, then it exceeds her. It exceeds 33%.
Yeah.
If she's getting 2 a month and it's more than one, that's over 50%. So then, basically, I feel like this is a relatively. All right, hear me out. I feel like this is a relatively easy question to answer, and I'm a little bit concerned if she's an RN and she can't answer this question, because basically what it boils down to is you either need to make more money or you need to buy less house. Or I guess there's a third option. Do you know what the third option is?
Get an apartment or rent something.
All right, we'll give you 4 options. Make more money, buy less house. Those are the first 2. The next 2, increase your down payment.
Yeah.
Get a roommate or someone else to offset the cost.
According to this, an RN in Florida typically makes in the middle average here. I put it's $75,000 a year, which is $62.50 a month, which is $31.25 per paycheck. And if she's saying that for her to get a mortgage, it's over $3,125, then she's looking at more expensive houses.
I mean, if it's over that,
she's looking at $500,000 or more for a house.
Well, I mean, it is Florida. It is Florida.
That's true.
It is Florida.
We saw plenty where you could get it in the 2s and 3s.
Oh no, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Again,
make more money, buy less house, increase down payment, roommate or significant other to offset, and or she didn't say if it was a 15-year mortgage or a 30-year mortgage.
Yeah, that part makes sense.
We don't know this.
Yeah, that does make a difference too.
Yeah, we don't. There's a lot of holes, and look, this is a discussion here from a 2-minute clip of someone probably just trying to get engagement on a platform. I love it. From the perspective of, hey, why are you not making content? Why are you not making these videos, or at least responding and reacting and giving your own opinions and thoughts to them?
Yeah.
There's a link down below in the description. Come on over and join me on Patreon. Join us on Patreon. And more importantly, if you have zero interest in that and you want to save money on your Medicare.
I don't know why anybody would not want to save money on their Medicare. And it takes less than 20 minutes, generally speaking. And it's a free phone call, and you get to talk to somebody who understands what you're going through. And you can understand when they talk back to you because they're here in the United States of America.
And they're not going to give you these instances of missing information.
And then like whatever you have, if what you have is great, they're going to tell you it's great and have a great day and you're good to go. And if there's ways they can help you save some money or get you a better plan, they're going to do that.
Call Chapter. Numbers on the screen. Most seniors are not on the best Medicare plan. They're either overpaying for the same coverage that they could get elsewhere, or they don't have the coverage they need in an emergency. Hopefully, if you're in an emergency, you don't run across this RN who can't do basic math. Chapter can review your options in under 20 minutes, so it's fast. More importantly, it's free. Mm-hmm. And if you're already on the best possible plan, they'll tell you. If you're not, they'll help you switch. And even if it's to a plan that pays them nothing, they are unbiased.
There you go.
Much like we are.
Yep.
Chapter works for you, not big insurance or the government. There's no pressure, just honest, free advice from professionals who know Medicare inside and out.